Hello, my name is Talethea, and I am hoping that you all will come along with me as I work and plan and research and execute my intent to go from working from home full time to living on board cruise ships while also working full time. So let's do it.
Aren't you afraid of going and traveling by yourself for so long? So that's the question I got most recently, which actually I had to kind of laugh a little bit because I did not know how much of a loner I was until I got married and had four kids. Oh my gosh, nothing like marriage or kids that will just be into the crucible that will have you figuring out all kinds of things about yourself, right? But I'm not. And honestly, I didn't catch on to it until then. But in hindsight, like looking back over my life, I definitely see times where I purposely sought out quiet places where I would be by myself on a pretty consistent basis. And I just never noticed it before. So I honestly think I'm probably very innately built for this. Can I handle solo travel? Absolutely. In fact, here again, I believe I was probably designed for it. So a lot of people ask me like, am I worried about traveling alone? And honestly, I'm wanting to stay. I'm respectfully aware of like just the different concerns that go with traveling alone, like being a solo traveler as a woman. So I understand that part. But as far as like being lonely, I highly doubt that will be something I struggle with. So today I want to talk a little bit about the reasons why I feel like traveling solo probably one I'm probably quite suited for it, but also why just other things that I think other women may want to consider as you're kind of looking at yourself and determining what your personality is. Okay, first off, I'll be on cruise ships. It's not like I'll be in some barren land where no people are and away from civilization. There are always people around. So I can be around as many people as I want or not, right? I'll actually have the opportunity to go and put myself in spaces where there are lots of people or keep myself in my cabin, where I'll be able to get time and regroup or just be by myself. One of my favorite places to hang out is in my head. So I think I'll be fine as far as that's concerned because I've always been comfortable alone, like always. I'm a natural loner, which is very interesting. Coming up, I thought I was pretty extroverted. And then once I actually got a chance to kind of get to know myself a little bit more, I realized I'm an introverted extrovert. I can turn it on if I need to, but naturally, I'm perfectly happy just being alone. I don't necessarily feel the need to always be around people. I love hanging out and enjoying my own thoughts and just finding peace and quiet in like calm environments. So for some people, being alone sounds lonely. For me, it sounds wonderfully, wonderfully wonderful. So I'm okay. And I get some of my best ideas when I'm by myself and I get a chance to think alone. So no, I think that'll actually be a huge advantage for me. And if you are also someone that enjoys their own space, that may be a great like advantage for you as well. So keep that in mind. And even if you aren't, that may be a time where you figure out how much you do like being by yourself or not at all. Here again, traveling on cruise ships really kind of gives you the opportunity to figure out what works best for you. So keep that in mind. I already work independently. I work from home. I work remotely in my own home office, and I have to manage my schedule and my responsibilities pretty much all day. So being self motivated and kind of getting myself around to one doing the things I'm supposed to, but also just being by myself is something that my lifestyle is pretty surrounded by now, and I'm totally okay with it. A lot of people think the hardest part of working from a cruise ship will be the work itself, but I don't know. I've been working independently for quite a few years now without somebody necessarily like needing to stand over my shoulder and like monitor everything I do. So I think I'll be okay. That being a part of cruise, that will be just fine in cruise life. The only difference is I won't be in my home office. Right. I'll be in a cruise cabin instead. I love enjoying new things. I love going and exploring by myself. I think I'll be fine. And I've got things that I'm still doing now that I will still be doing when I am living on cruise ships. I'll still be in school. I'll still be working on things for like just the other businesses that I have, my financial therapy like brand and all that stuff, and the other business that I own. So and I'll still be working full time. So it's not like any of those things are going away. I'll just be working all those things or running them all from my cruise ship as opposed to home. So, and I don't know. I think solo travel requires a bit of curiosity anyway. I mean, things don't always go as planned. There's always ways where you have to kind of figure things out as you go. And I pretty much do that anyway, so I think I'll be fine. I don't need constant entertainment. Yes, it'll be awesome that there's so many options and things for me to be able to go and do on the cruise ship, right? But I can hang out just fine, reading somewhere, journaling somewhere, taking a nap, thinking, you know what I mean, and just being sitting on the, sitting on the balcony somewhere and watching the ocean, or just walking around the cruise ship, or or getting off and like going and explore for like different, excursions or things that I choose that I want to take part in. Being on the cruise ship won't be a vacation for me, right? I live on the cruise ship, which is a different experience. Um, will there be some aspects of it that are vacation like? Yes, but if you think about it, we pretty much have that living on land already, right? You pretty much have the thing where if you live on land, there's times when you'll leave home and take a day trip or go out and do something really spectacular that you don't do every day. So, I mean, it's pretty much the same. I'm just kind of changing like my overall environment, right? Where I am normally. I have a cool thing about this is I like the idea that I'm like building my own dream. I know I want to do this thing. Like I know I want to be able to go and live on cruise ships and see the world, and even if I like get somewhere and I like it or whatever, and I want to go back and stay there for a month or two or whatever, I just like the idea of actually executing and getting that going now. So it's time. It's time, and it works for me. I've learned that if I want something different, I like actually have to be a part of making it happen and doing that for myself, and I'm okay with that. So that's what I'll be doing. I like the freedom, honestly, more than the routine. I like the idea that, if I get somewhere where, to some destination or whatever, and I don't want to get off the ship, I can stay on the ship and just enjoy the ship by myself. In fact, from what I understand, that's usually the best time to enjoy the ships when everybody else is off the ship going and doing stuff for the excursion. So I think I'll be fine with that. But I don't necessarily need my day or my outside environment to look the same all the time. So I like the idea of waking up somewhere different. In fact, I love the idea of waking up somewhere different and going to see different ports, experiencing new cultures, trying new food, but not necessarily having to, I don't know, be stuck there. I'm not in one place. I'll be able to see something else some other day. And if I like it and I want to spend some more time there, I can always go back. So the idea of like, I don't know, seeing the same parking lot every day or seeing the same like place every day doesn't excite me nearly as much as the idea of being able to like get off work and go and see Croatia or whatever part of Europe I'm in or wherever, or even just, being in Alaska and being able to go and do an excursion or see the icebergs, whatever. You know what I mean? And the cool thing is like cruises are literally everywhere. So whatever environment I choose is where I'll be able to kind of go and see new things and kind of design my own cruise around the world while working and living full time. So it's kind of exciting to me. So let's see. Here again, I'm pretty used to doing everything. I'm pretty used to doing things alone, going places, running errands, hanging out by myself, being in my head. Some people can some people wait until they find somebody to go with them. No, some people wait until they find people to go with them. I tend to plan things to go and do by myself. Then I mention it to other people, and other people end up coming along. So I think that's pretty much. I'll be okay. I'll be okay with like going out and doing things on my own. I don't have a problem with that. I am a great companion for myself, so I think I'll be fine in that respect. My dream requires me to be courageous. You know what I mean? So even if I'm doing something or downsizing, getting rid of a good amount of my possessions, traveling by myself, just living differently, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Living and working on cruise ships, it's not necessarily the traditional way of doing things, but I mean, I've done the traditional thing. I think it'll be a good thing for me to be able to go and kind of see things, to see and do things a little differently. So I'm at peace with that. So I don't know. I think all that being said, I'm not sure if I'll completely be by myself. I the more I talk about going and living and working full time and living on cruise ships full time while working, the more the people around me are also becoming interested, specifically my adult children. So, which is awesome. Actually, we love each other's company, and I'm looking forward to us. And if either of them want to come along here again, they're more than welcome. I would actually love the idea also of us being able to go and see the world together. So,